Welcome back, know-it-alls. Thanks for listening to the show, and as always, give us some feedback about what we are doing so we can make sure you're having a good time listening to us.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome. That t-shirt, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So I got a container to put all the sauces in so they don't pop open or bust or spill all over everything, because I mean the top's, still pretty delicate with the,
Yeah, any bit of pressure.
yeah, and then I'm gonna wrap the t-shirt around that container and then I'm gonna put that in a box and ship it. And when I do, I'll tell you whatever the shipping is. So
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah.
So yeah, just
So
for people who are just joining us here, we're in the middle of a conversation about a shirt that I left in Estonia. Apparently, it's been living in Charlie Ray's house for like 2 years. But I
yes.
mean, he wasn't gonna mail it to me. Didn't care about that until last week when I asked him to go pick something up for me. So being a worldly McDonald's fan that I am, I'm always interested in the new shit McDonald's puts out. And McDonald's and Rick and Morty go hand in hand with a little something called Szechuan sauce.
Yes.
And
Szechuan.
so yeah, it was a sauce they used in like what 1997 maybe for
I think it was 97 for the Mulan movie. Yes.
yeah, so it was a special dipping sauce that they haven't had since. And Rick and Morty were losing their shit over it. And then McDonald's put some out. What was it, last year? And I asked you to grab some, and you like pulled up to the McDonald's. You're like, I'm not lining up. Fuck that. That lineup's forever.
Actually, I did go in and they were like, yeah, we had like a handful and they were gone like in 5 minutes. So yeah, that was crazy. That
So
that
yeah,
was that was 2017. It was like 20-year anniversary. They did that. So
and then when I saw they were adding it to last week, or when was it, the 25th, 26th? I don't remember the date.
yeah,
31st?
whenever they listed it, and then they were gonna have it. They have it. It's supposed to be through Monday, or I guess until supplies last. It will
Yeah.
last longer. So far, every place that I've gone to get some's had plenty. So I've been able, because here's the thing: if you, I had to add the app, but I could buy like a 4-piece McNugget and then just go 5 sauces, please.
Oh, nice. I know because they didn't have it in Canada. I mean, obviously I texted you first to make sure that, I'd have all my bases covered. I mean, if we could get it in Canada, then I wouldn't have even bothered. I would be like, no, man,
Yeah.
you don't need to go to McDonald's today for me. Thank you, but I got it here. But yeah, we don't obviously have it because for some reason Canada is just not as important as the U.S. when it comes to
Yeah.
food things at McDonald's for obvious reasons. We're just not important.
Well, because I love you, Mr. Clay, I
Nice.
got you the actual, because I don't know if you saw how the sauces are, but they have some sauce cups that say Szechuan on them.
Yeah.
And then they have one that says SZ, one that says EC, one that says HU, one that says AN, so you can spell it out.
Oh,
So
nice.
I've actually got enough that you can spell it out, plus a couple that are going to
Oh,
say
perfect.
Szechuan.
I mean,
So
don't tell me how it tastes because honestly,
I'm not.
I haven't had this in many years. So I'm a sweet and
Yeah.
sour guy.
Yeah, sweet
I
and
mean,
sour is their number one sauce. So
yeah,
I'm usually a barbecue guy, but hey, it's Kansas City, so barbecue and Kansas City's kind of go hand in hand. I tell you one thing that's interesting, Clay. I don't know if you knew this, but did you know that McNuggets were invented and first released in Kansas City?
I had no idea.
Yes, yes. So I got to have chicken nuggets in Kansas City, at least Kansas City market first. And the interesting thing to note, I don't know if you've ever researched this or not, but there are several sauces that have been released that have came and gone. But one of the original sauces that was released and then it went away around 85 or 86 was actually one that was just called teriyaki.
Huh.
There was actually just a teriyaki sauce.
I grew up in a town that didn't have a McDonald's, so McDonald's was like an hour long drive away. It was like a treat. We go to the big city, and I always get a quarter pounder, no cheese, fries, and whatever to drink. I don't remember what it was at the time. And as I got older, I realized that McDonald's beef is just fucking trash. So
Yes, it is.
I can't eat any of the burgers. Like I take a bite and it's just like this doesn't taste good. But I'll do like McChickens and I'll do chicken sandwiches and the nuggets is my go-to, like nuggets and fries. And it's always sweet and sour. Unless I'm in the States, then I always grab a barbecue because the barbecue down there is different than it is up here.
Yeah.
It's better. The sweet and sour taste identically the same. But
Well, give me a little bit of time. I might grab you some barbecue sauce ones and some of those
Sure.
stuff too.
I remember we down with my friend Zach. We're doing a road trip to Chicago. So Lloydminster to Chicago. It's a 3-day drive roughly.
Wow.
And I remember we stopped off at a couple of McDonald's because we'd be on the road and they're pretty much open all the time. So we stopped in late night McDonald's and I got something called a buttermilk ranch chicken sandwich, which was awesome. Which I sent you a picture of the other day. It was probably the best chicken sandwich I've had at McDonald's like in my entire life. Which sadly they don't carry it anymore. But I had that and I wanted to get some like ketchup on my plate on my like tray just for my fries. And I didn't ask. I already sat down at this point, and I was like, "Fuck!" So I just stood up with my tray, and I look over, and there's a place where you get your straws and stuff, and you can get the little ketchup packets you just put into the little cups. And they had a mayonnaise dispenser, a barbecue dispenser, a mustard dispenser, and a ketchup dispenser. I'm just like, wait, so I can just like get barbecue sauce in a cup? I can get mustard in a cup? You don't see that shit in Canada. You don't see that anywhere else in the world. They give two little pillow packets of ketchup. And that's it. But yeah, I can just like load my plate up with barbecue. It was pretty fucking awesome. I mean, I didn't use them because all I wanted was a little bit of ketchup. But it's just nice to see that the options are there. If you want to be gluttonous, welcome to America.
Welcome to the fattest land in the world. Let me tell you. I can tell you when I was in Germany, I thought I was going to have to go fucking over the counter and do fisticuffs to get more than 2 packets of ketchup out of somebody. Let me tell you. Oh, we got 2. I'm like, yeah, can I have like 4 or 5? Yeah, we don't. Come on, man. It's not out of your personal pocket, dude.
So we're talking about obviously right now. We've gone into the McDonald's chat, and the Szechuan sauce is something that I'm going to share with one of the guys I work with. One of the kids, he likes Rick and Morty, and none of his other friends who work there like Rick and Morty. So they all want to try the sauce, but we're not going to let them. It's like, sorry guys, you don't deserve it. Because you don't clearly like one of the greatest TV shows on TV today.
Right.
So, yeah, we're going to eat it.
It used to be like, yum, that's so good in front of them.
and then just squeeze it out into the garbage when we're done. It's like, oh, you wanted some of that? I'm sorry. But you were talking about Germany. And you wanted to get more ketchup, right?
Yeah.
And so I got a list of places that I've traveled to. And I always go to McDonald's when I go there. Just want to try the new shit, right?
Right.
And when it came to ketchup, as you were just talking about, I remember being in Switzerland with my mom. And we got into Interlaken like super late at night. And McDonald's was pretty much the only place to eat. So we went there, and I remember getting chicken wings. And at the time, they didn't have chicken wings anywhere else that I'd ever seen. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I got chicken wings and then home-cut fries, which were like their fries but thicker and like skin on the ends. So they weren't fully peeled. You know what I mean?
Yeah, is that kind of like steak fries, but with
but they weren't
skin?
but they weren't flat and rectangular. They were just a little bit thicker than the regular McDonald's shoestring fries. But they had skin on the end, and it came with like a green onion and like sour cream dip in like the same kind of pack that their sweet and sour and stuff is in. And my mom was really pissed off because she puts ketchup like on everything. Like everything. It doesn't matter what it is, she puts ketchup on it. So she's asking me to get some ketchup, and we couldn't find any dispensers. And I asked for ketchup in the little pillow packs, and they just looked at me, and they're like, yeah, we don't have that. So then they gave me another one of their little sour cream and chive dips. And I was like, no, like I just need ketchup for the fries. She goes, no, you got to use this for the fries. It's fry sauce. I'm like, okay, cool. And my mom was pretty pissed off. I mean, I just sat there watching her being angry that she had to dip her fries in something other than ketchup. I'm not going to lie. That sour cream sauce, fucking delicious. Also in Switzerland in like 2006, I went with my friend John, and it was like a super skinny McDonald's. So there's not a lot of like real estate space, right, in Europe.
Right.
So you have to build up and not out.
Right.
It was like a 3-floored McDonald's. I remember going in and we're like, wow, you can get a beer instead of your pop. Nice. So you get a beer or whatever. You grab your meal, and then we walk up like 2 flights of stairs. We get to the 3 flights of stairs. We get to the top floor. And we're eating, and there's like PlayStations hooked up to these TVs. There's kids playing PlayStation in fucking McDonald's. I'm like, this is fucking amazing. So yeah, we ate our nuggets, our burgers, whatever we were eating. I don't honestly remember. I just remember the beer. And then we just played like video games for like 45 minutes, and then went back to our hostel. It's like, fuck yeah, like European McDonald's, this rules. You never find this shit in Canada.
Well, you wouldn't find it in the U.S. because some kid would try to steal the PlayStation.
They were like mounted right in, and the controllers.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, just vandalism in general. I mean, everybody just treats everything down here like it's nothing, you know.
Fucking assholes.
Yes, they ruin it for everybody. That's why we can't have good things, people. So that was the Switzerland McDonald's. Okay.
Oh yeah. So when you were in Germany and you were getting your fries, what else were you eating? Do you remember anything else that you were eating there?
I don't remember. I'm sure I just got something I knew I would like. I wasn't as adventurous when I went there. This is like 2006, 2008 time period.
That's
It
really
was
weird.
just it was just what we could find to stop at, like on the near the Autobahn, because I was traveling. I flew to Switzerland. I was traveling up into Bavaria to a metal festival with a couple of friends that I knew that lived in Switzerland. So,
Weird. You went to a metal festival in Europe?
oh yeah, I've been to several.
That's odd.
Yeah,
Can't imagine that.
yeah, never could imagine that. I might never be able to go to one again, but yeah,
With Germany, when I left Estonia, when I saw you last, I left Estonia and I connected in Germany. I don't remember which city it was in. And
yeah,
when I landed, I'm at the airport and I've gone through like my immigration stuff and I'm just waiting to go to departures. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm hungry. So I went up to McDonald's and they have a really nice like display for like their cafes and stuff. And I grabbed like a strawberry shortcake and an apple strudel. I was like, this is kind of cool. And then I went and I ordered my nuggets and fries and I ordered a large milkshake. And then they asked me if I wanted to add caramel. I was like, sure. So I was like, well, I don't want the strawberry milkshake then because strawberry and caramel, that doesn't sound good. So I'll get the vanilla
yeah,
and caramel. And then he
yeah.
grabbed an apple pie, puts it in their mixer, fills it with vanilla, caramel sauce, and blends it in. And I was literally drinking an apple pie caramel vanilla milkshake, and it was fucking epic. Yeah, they just asked me if I wanted caramel, and I was like, sure, why not? I'll do caramel.
Wow. Okay.
And another time in like 2015, I was driving from Germany to Amsterdam, and we
Before you keep going, here's the thing, though. I want you to tell me if this is the case. Did you feel like when you ate McDonald's overseas, it was much better quality than the shit over here?
I after I eat McDonald's in the States and Canada, I have to shit like 15 minutes later. But in Europe, I could eat it and then just go on with my day, except for Sweden. But I'll get into that later. That's a little
Okay.
bit different. But yeah, Germany McDonald's is kind of unique because when we were driving from Germany to Amsterdam, we stopped off at like right off the highway. Like it wasn't. I don't think we were on an autobahn at that time because we just left France, cut into Germany, then we cut back from Germany back into France, and then over to Amsterdam. But it was like right on the border of France and Germany, and it had a really nice cafe area where like the seats were all like leather bound, and there was vases with like roses and shit at the tables.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're sitting down, and the guy I was with, I mean, not like but I
Yeah, I
mean
know what you mean.
traveling with. I didn't want you to be
My
jealous.
traveling companion.
Yeah, yeah. My heterosexual traveling companion. So
We have been traveling heterosexual companions before, so
and it was beautiful,
that's right.
wonderful. But I got nuggets and fries, but I got something called farmer fries,
Yeah.
and they're like wedges but flatter. So they're like you said the thick cut steak fries,
Yeah.
but they were bigger than that even. Like they weren't waffle fries. They had the skin on them. They had like a crinkle cut. Like I can't even really describe. Imagine flat with like an accordion looking on the top, so jagged.
Okay. I think I've had those before somewhere.
So
Or
yeah,
something similar.
yeah. So I had those, and then he got popcorn shrimp and cocktail sauce.
At a McDonald's?
Yeah, so he's eating popcorn shrimp, dipping in cocktail sauce. I'm eating these like farmer fries with that, a typical fry dip you find in Europe with the like the green onions and the garlic and shit. And we're sitting down at a table with like roses and vases. Like, wow, this is actually kind of romantic. I mean, for two people that were heterosexually traveling together, it wasn't romantic. But I'm just saying,
You're saying that it's a pretty cool little McDonald's.
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, for hetero or non-hetero travelers,
There you go.
right? I mean, everyone's
Yeah.
welcome, right? Everyone's welcome.
Hey, man. I don't judge.
No, hell no. The number one thing that I've ever had at a McDonald's in Germany is something called Schokobällchen. I know I butchered that. Schokobällchen, but
Well, it's obviously chocolate, I'm guessing. Something.
yep. What it is,
Okay.
it was 5 pieces in like a little tiny box, about a little bit bigger than their apple pie little sleeves. And you open it up like it's on a hinge, but it's not like a Big Mac, right? But wide, like a hot dog. Imagine a hot dog container instead of a Big Mac container.
Okay.
And you open it up, and once you open it up, you have 5 little chocolate battered deep fried balls. So little balls of chocolate that are battered and deep fried.
Have you tried my sweaty balls?
Sweaty balls.
Yeah. Okay. So they're so basically there's these 5 like hush puppy size looking chocolate balls, right?
Yeah.
And you thought, God, I haven't seen that since the last party.
It's like I haven't seen that since I was hetero traveling with no. But yeah, it's.
I'm just wondering how you get the odd number. Like 4, 2, but 5.
Lance Armstrong was there.
Yeah, I was gonna say the one guy had a pencil accident in middle school. I don't know. Okay, so anyway, you got the 5 chocolate, so they're deep fried.
Yeah, little balls of chocolate that are battered and deep fried.
And was the whole thing just solid chocolate? Or was it like
it was a solid chocolate in the middle that was gooey because it was hot and deep fried, but it didn't fall apart because it was all battered on the outside, and not like a tempura batter. Yeah. It was like a chicken strip batter, like a crusty panko batter.
So you're saying it just kind of exploded in your mouth?
Oh, just cream everywhere, like chocolatey goodness, just mushy and gooey and wet.
Did you let it run down your chin?
Yeah, and the guy and the girl I was traveling with asked if they could have some, so they started licking the side of my face. So we just pulled over, and one thing led to another, and pretty soon we just did another round through the drive-thru to get more of these balls that are chocolate and molten deliciousness that have been battered and deep fried.
Those sound delicious. I would like to try those chocolate balls.
Schokobällchen.
Yeah. What do they still have?
Schokobällchen. I don't know.
No, anyway, they were delicious.
They were very delicious and unique, right? Just so unique.
Yeah. It makes you wish you had some different stuff here in the U.S. That's for sure. Of course, if we had that, it'd be horrible probably here.
And it would probably be like a pack of 20 instead of a pack of 5. And it would be like $3 less than the pack of 5, and it would come with a ranch dip.
Sadly, you're probably correct.
You open it up, and on the inside of the package, it just says "Welcome to America." That's it. A picture of a bald eagle in there, and you're good to go.
They just call that one the heart attack dessert.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shit that I've had in the States that's amazing at McDonald's, but to you, it's probably just normal stuff, right?
I guess, yeah.
Do you ever travel to different McDonald's, like on road trips and stuff? And like, remember we talked about KFC, and you can get gizzards at one, and you can't get gizzards at the other.
I still laugh about that because I'm like, what the hell? They got gizzards here?
Yeah.
You're looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm like ordering like chicken guts. I was like, hell yeah, they got gizzards.
So when you were talking about like, why is there 5 balls instead of 4? Like, where's that number come from? When I was in France, which by the way is really, really vegan friendly with their McDonald's. So like little veggie bites, like mashed, compacted vegetables with batter on it. And it doesn't come with a dip. And they had like this amazing veggie burger, which I didn't get, but the girl I was traveling with got it. And it has these like blackened out pumpkin seeds on the bun, which was really good, like amazingly good. The fucked up thing is they had macaroons, which obviously in France you would have macaroons at McDonald's. And for some reason they didn't call them macaroons. I don't know why. Missed opportunity. Like, would you not think that would be what you'd call them?
I don't know. It's good that they just didn't call them macaroons because that would have been. It's like, are you stuttering? Macaroons.
The super fucked up thing is when you said about the count, the macaroons, they had 5 different flavors, but you can only buy a 4-pack. So I was forced to buy 2 4-packs to get all 5 flavors.
All the flavors.
Yeah. Right. So I had to double up on flavors that I thought would be good. But how fucked up is that?
That is messed up. You would think that they would just give you a 5-pack, or they're smart and they're like, we fucked these people. We make them buy 2 orders.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what accent that was. It wasn't French.
When I went with my mom to Europe in like 2012, we were in Saint-Tropez and went to McDonald's because we were driving like pretty far, Barcelona to Italy, just to drive, right? And we'd been driving a while, and we wanted to grab something to eat, so we went to McDonald's, and that's the first time I saw the self-help kiosks. 2012, the Easy Mac they call it, I believe now. We just go in and you touch the stuff you want on the screen. It's all touch screen, and you pay and you order. And I'd never seen it before. It was brand new to me. I was like, this is the future. This is awesome. I don't have to talk to another human, especially in a country where I don't speak the language.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. So I just hit the Union Jack flag. Everything's in English. I'm like deleting shit off my chicken burger. I'm adding stuff. And then my mom's like, wait, why does it say Heineken? I was like, what do you mean? She goes, well, when I go to my drinks, why does it say Heineken? I was like, oh, you can get a beer instead of a pop. She's like, are you fucking kidding me? I can get a beer instead of a pop? I was like, welcome to Europe, right? What about kids? Can they just order beer? I was like, welcome to Europe. It's okay. How fucking awesome is that, though? Like, I had no idea. When did you get the kiosks?
When did we get them here? I don't. It's been a few years now. I mean,
but not 10 years.
I don't. No. It's only been like 4 or 5. I mean, I think they came in. Maybe they didn't even really start putting them out until the pandemic. I think even. So it hasn't been very long. I don't really ever go. Here's the thing. I really don't go into McDonald's hardly at all anymore since they quit having red boxes in most of them anymore. They used to have red box, so I'd go get red box and I'd pop in there. Sometimes I'd grab some food, grab a red box, but they took the red box movie thing out, and so I don't hardly ever go inside a McDonald's, so I don't ever see the insides of one. I just see the drive-through. And honestly, I don't go to McDonald's that often, but those little suckers are getting me. I had to sign up for that McDonald's app, and I've been to McDonald's 3 days in a row because they keep going like, hey, your deal for the day is buy one, get one free on this. Or, hey, here's a free burger just because you signed up with the mobile app. I haven't used that one yet. Or yesterday was, hey, here's a 40-cent chicken McNugget. I'm like, I'll get that and a Coke. There's $1.50, and I get some food and get you some sauces.
I love the app deals. I always use them at least twice a week. I know I should.
Oh my God, they're gonna suck me in on this thing. I'm just like, okay, I gotta quit because I'm gonna go to McDonald's way too much. So,
ever been to Italy?
No, not yet.
Ever been to Italy McDonald's?
No. Did they have the McPasta?
They probably do. I only stopped it in Venice, but we were in a hurry because we only had like an hour in Venice before catching our next train.
Oh, wow.
So we motored through as fast as we could, and we saw the McDonald's. I'm like, oh, I want to see what they have. And the only thing that like struck me as odd was this like a smoked salmon sandwich.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I saw on it. That was like, oh, well, I mean, I don't eat fish, so I'm not going to try that, but that looks kind of cool.
That sounds like a McDonald's Norway kind of dish.
Oh, my God. McDonald's in Norway. Let me tell you, my friend.
Besides the fact that you'd have to get like a loan to buy food there.
Yeah, it was between 2 adult meals with smoothies substituted for drinks. And
$35.
It was 57 Canadian, so probably about $42 US.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was super fucked up. But when I tell you what I got, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I would pay for that." Yeah. So imagine your like crispy chicken sandwich, not the McChicken, but like the deluxe one, right? And you got a bun, guacamole, salsa, lettuce, cheese, nacho chips, and a battered chicken breast.
Nice.
Right? So I got that, and I couldn't say no to that. I mean, I could definitely say no to $57 fucking for 3 of us. That was stupid.
Yeah, I'll have to take out a loan if I ever go to Norway. That's for sure.
Well, we were on that same trip. We were about 20-minute drive from Sweden, from the Norwegian-Swedish border. So we went for a drive over there, bought some groceries, like some cool stuff, and then went to McDonald's. And I don't remember getting, well, obviously, right? 2 McDonald's in one day in 2 different countries. Why not, right?
Well, why not?
Yeah. There wasn't anything special. Like on the menu, we were sad. We're just looking at it as like, there's nothing new here. There's nothing that we haven't already tried. So we ordered our chicken nuggets and our fries and our veggie burger. And my kid got her Happy Meal. And then the girl I was traveling with, she goes, "What's that word by the milkshakes?" I'm like, I have no idea. So I use my Google Translate, and it's like pear, like green pear milkshake. So she's like, "You want to try the pear milkshake?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I want to try pear milkshake." And It was amazing. Like, it was so fake flavor pear, but it was still really much better than any other milkshake that I had between the strawberry chocolate and the vanilla. And within 2 hours, the 2 of us were dueling toilet deposits.
You're like, hurry up, I gotta go.
In the liquid form. No, it was absolutely terrible. And then it was a good milkshake. I would have it again in a second. Even though it did that to my body, it tasted so good. I would do it again. But it was the price tag. That same meal of like the 2 meals with the kids' Happy Meal was $63 Canadian. So Jesus. What is that in US? Like you just take off 22%?
Yeah, I'd say probably at least 40 something. Yeah.
Yeah, $49.
Jesus.
Yeah, and in the States that would cost you like $18.
Yeah.
Maybe, right?
Yeah.
But I mean,
definitely not more than 20.
If people want to know, like if listeners, if they want to know more about that pear milkshake story, just go listen to episode 2 of this podcast, and there's about an hour-long discussion as Teapot and I talk how our bodies felt and how our faces looked and how it looked when we tried to walk briskly from the from the train station to the hotel room, and then the sadness we felt when we realized we only had one bathroom in our hotel room and we had to share one after another. And it just, overall, one of the greatest experience of my life, because that pure milkshake was to die for.
Have you ever heard the term hot bunking? Like,
oh.
Okay, so hot bunking, like in submarines, because they don't have enough, they don't have enough space for everybody to have a bed.
Yeah.
So you sleep in shifts. So as soon as you get out of the bed, somebody else is waiting for the bed to take their shift to sleep. So you never get into that cool bunk, right? So you get a hot bunk. So in your case, you had a hot toilet seat. You never had that cool toilet seat. It was just still hot from her back and forth on it.
I must have wasted an entire bottle of cologne trying to clear out the smell before she used it, because I just felt terrible for her. It
probably had to have been like my experience when me and my ex got food poisoning from street food on those empanadas in Panama City. Let me tell you, I thought I was going to die. I don't know how there was anything left in my body to come out of it.
Yeah, it was just stomach acid was being defecated out. Like, it was just liquid, and it would come out before my butt even hit the toilet seat. Like, I couldn't hold it in. It was done. It would spray sideways. It was like an emergency, like when your fire extinguishers go off in a big building and they have like those weird sort of shower spraying ones. It was like that, but like into the toilet. It was terrible. It was, whatever. Listen to episode 2. We'll really get into it. I don't want to get into it again.
No, we're good. I just will say this last thing and we'll move on from that topic is that it's amazing the things that your sphincter is capable of.
Oh yeah, it's like it had different settings, Yeah.
Like look, let's turn the knob and see what this one does.
Yeah.
Shrapnel.
Yeah. This is terrible.
So
on every level.
I'll watch out for the green pear milkshakes when I'm in Sweden. I'm never there.
If you're looking for a different flavor milkshake, in Belgium they had a banana milkshake.
I would try the banana milkshake.
And then I asked them if they could do a chocolate and banana, and they did. So they mixed up my next one when I went the next day. Did a chocolate and banana mixed together, which was even better than just the banana.
I was going to say, that sounds really tasty.
Yeah. And they also
I always like to eat chocolate on my banana.
Yeah. They had chicken wings and chicken strips there, which is kind of cool. And once again, they had that fucking garlicky dill fry sauce that you can find everywhere that just doesn't exist anywhere but almost every country in Europe.
Yeah, I would definitely try that. I thought they always gave you mayo, and I don't like mayo with my fries.
Yeah, well, I remember in Amsterdam you can buy a lot of mayo.
Yeah,
like with your fries.
There are very few things in my life that I would ever really require mayo, and I could probably still live without those if I had to. I'm just not a big mayo fan. So,
and in the Netherlands, speaking of, they had a Snickers McFlurry. I ate that.
That sounds tasty.
And they had a crispy chicken honey mustard sandwich. So instead of mayo, it had honey mustard on it. And
I could deal with that. So, did we eat at McDonald's when we were in Estonia? I think we did, didn't we? Oh yeah, we did. We ate that one right there on the square. Because I remember we had to find a chair a couple of times. It was hard to find a place to sit.
It's so busy in that one. I've been to it every day. I would go, and I went every day before my first trip out there as well. Just because it was right near the entrance to the walled city, and it's like I'm walking around and I've tried something new I think I was only there 3 days the first time, so I tried something new all 3 days. But that one was awesome because it wasn't set up the same way when you and I were there that it was when I originally went there. Like when we first walked in, the left-hand side when you walk in, when I first went there, was this big, huge McCafe. And you could get like pomegranate smoothies with alcohol and kiwi punch with alcohol.
Wow.
So yeah, you could buy a shot of rum mixed in with your kiwi punch. And lots of different, it was more like a Starbucks with like fruit juices and slushies and stuff. And all that was gone when we were there. There was a little tiny thing where you can get coffees and donuts. And then I remember I got like cherry strudel. So I'm eating this cherry strudel for breakfast that I bought there. And I was like, this is so good. Then I ordered one of their pies. They had something called fieldberry pie. And it was like raspberry, blueberry, and strawberry. Instead of the apple pie, that was the pie. And it was like, this is fucking amazing. And the cool thing about European McDonald's is they still deep fry the pies, unlike North America where they bake them. So they burn your.
Now I'm upset that I didn't have some pies while I was there.
I mean, if I had known that putting it in my milkshake was a thing, I would have put that fieldberry one in the milkshake. But I didn't learn that till after I left Estonia that they can do that. I mean, can you do nuggets? Can you ask them to put a Big Mac in the milkshake machine for you?
Hey, if it blends, it goes in, right?
Yeah. Let me see. Let me give me a crispy deluxe, please, and a strawberry milkshake.
Yeah. You ever seen that guy's channel on YouTube is like, does it blend? And he just throws things in there like phones and whatever and just sees if the blender will chop it up or if it'll destroy the blender.
I wonder how many blenders he gets for free from like sponsors.
I don't know. It's pretty funny, but yeah.
When you talk about will it blend, I was in Mexico last month and they have apple pie and cheese pie. And it's not even like cream cheese. It's like cheese, like mozza cheese in a deep fried pie. Which
wow.
I don't eat cheese. I tried a little bit of it. I was like, yeah, I could see why that would taste good. If you like cheese, that would actually be pretty decent. And I ordered spicy nuggets, which I'd had before here and in the States. And I asked for a spicy sauce because all they had was like the regular sauces, like honey mustard, hot mustard, honey, sweet and sour, barbecue. And I asked for like something picante. So they gave me a little teeny tiny, like the same size as their ketchup containers, but it's green with a McDonald's logo. And it's just on the other side, it's green chilies. It's like a spicy salsa verde.
Oh, that sounds tasty.
Yeah, I mixed that with ranch, and I made like a jalapeno ranch and dipped my spicy nuggets in that. Surprisingly, it didn't make me shit like that pear milkshake.
I was going to say, did it light your ass on fire?
It did. But, I mean, I think maybe it's because I cooled my ass down with one of their milkshakes. I ordered a strawberry milkshake, and for like an extra 50 cents, they'll put Oreos in it. So I had a strawberry Oreo milkshake at McDonald's in Mexico.
Wow.
And I don't think I could have been any happier. Other than that pear milkshake, except for the repercussions of pear milkshake.
Yes. Have you ever? I don't know where all you've been. So have you? I think did you mention? Have you been to Japan?
I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Have you?
Well, no, I have not been to Japan. I've been to China. I had McDonald's in China.
And?
Well, I didn't get anything crazy. So I would be much more adventurous now when I go to places, but I didn't used to. I just get what I always got because I knew what I liked.
You're one of those. I'll get because I know I like it.
Yeah, but now I'd be like, oh, what's that? Squid burger? I'll try that. Whatever.
Yeah, man. I mean, how often are you going to be at McDonald's in China? You got to try it.
Who knows if I'll ever be there again? But I mean, I was there for 3 weeks total almost, and I got so tired of eating Chinese food, I was ready for anything. We went to KFC, we went to McDonald's, whatever we could find when we'd hit the bigger cities. So
I remember being in Greece, and they have something called the Greek Mac, which is the Big Mac, but instead of Big Mac sauce, it's tzatziki.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Right? And I don't like I said, McDonald's beef, so I didn't get it. So I asked them if they could put it on my like McChicken, and they're like, no. And I was like, I don't want the McChicken sauce. I just want tzatziki. They're like, no, you got to get the Greek Mac. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just go fuck myself. I guess the customer's customer's not always right in Greece.
Yeah, guess not.
So I don't remember what I had that first time, but when I was in Greece,
you should have tried to bribe him. You probably could have gotten some. You're like, here's an extra $1.
Maybe he just didn't understand, right? Like, because mean, obviously I don't speak Greek, so maybe there's a language barrier. But when I went a couple of years ago in Santorini, I went back in and they still have the Greek Mac, and I was like, okay, do I try this again, or do I just get something I know that I can get? So I looked around, I was like, wait, they have like a chicken falafel kind of thing. So I'm gonna get that, thinking it probably has, logically, it would have tzatziki on it, right?
Right. I would think so.
Right? I ordered that, and I ordered onion rings instead of fries because they had onion rings. I'm like, I've never had McDonald's onion rings. This is cool. And you eat my onion ring, grab my little falafel, take a bite, open it up, honey mustard. Yep.
What the hell?
I know. So my second chance to try the McDonald's tzatziki didn't happen.
See, I would suggest actually trying a burger in Europe, because I bet they have higher quality beef that they serve there than they do here.
Well, I know that the quality of their pear milkshake isn't so high.
Well, but it tasted amazing.
Oh my God. Flavor level, 5,000%. Quality level, liquid poop.
They also don't tell you that that's what they give you before colonoscopy in Sweden either. You don't need to go to the store and buy the whatever. Just go get a pear milkshake from McDonald's and you'll be just fine.
That's great advertising for doctors right there. I went to Latvia.
The colonoscopy special.
Yeah. I went to Latvia, and they didn't have anything special on the menu except for a blueberry McFlurry. And it was actual literal blueberries. I saw them grabbing like frozen blueberries, throwing it in there, and then a blueberry syrup, and it was fucking amazing, man. Like just fruit and sugar instead of like weird chocolate bars and shit, which are still good, don't get me wrong, but it was nice to not have to like eat chunks of Twix or Snickers or Crunchy or whatever it was. It was definitely different than I'd ever had, which I really appreciated.
Yeah. I tell you, just to go off the McDonald's subject for a second, when it comes to chocolate down here, I've pretty much quit eating